It's week 9 of the National Football League. All eyes are on Jamar Chase. He comes in 4th in the NFL in receiving yardage. It's the Bengals and the Broncos. All that and more coming up next.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, it's that time of the year. A little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around the league was until you kind of got to this point in the year. November, December football. That's really where teams separate themselves from the pack, and that's where playoff pictures start to unravel. That's where there's a little bit more clarity between the haves and the have-nots. And this is when NFL football gets fun. Holidays are coming. Playoff pictures are unfolding. Is a blast.
The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Denver offense, set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games, and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On the bootleg, it's Nix. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
Third and 9. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021, national champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. He had an answer for everything the defense threw at him. And if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, it's going to be a hard group to beat.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Quick throw here is complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Burrow. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They bring Chase in motion. Second down, Burrow. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So you're a couple inches away from, instead of celebrating a touchdown with your boys on the sideline, you're trotting back to the huddle with your tail between your legs. And that's the fine line between success and failure in the NFL. And the reality is, he knows it, the sideline knows it, the huddle knows it. At this level, you've got to make that play. The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Burrow to throw for it on 4th down. That's taken in. They convert with a gain of 15.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
We'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Finding his tight end, Mayer. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. A peek at his receiving numbers from a week ago, part of the offensive performance that led them to victory. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and but most of the time is a very pass-happy situation, makes them very one-dimensional.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Open man, right side, he's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. So after 1, 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. They face 2nd down and 7. Play action now. It's Nix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A 1st down throw for Nix. That one complete to Johnston. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal. They'll go play action with Nick. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
3rd and goal. Throwing is Nix. They'll look to set up the screen here.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put them.
And he's going to be taken down. Could not get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over. Stopped on 4th and goal.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he is right up there in touchdown passes, as you see on that graphic, currently 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. On 1st and 10, Burrow. Open man, downfield, Chase has it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
On one, ready? So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Burrow. That is intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
Like, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after.
He works free, right side, down to the 10, and he will go all the way. Quentin Johnston, touchdown, Denver. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Broncos will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to take over once again. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. To throw is Burrow. He'll find Chase. That's complete. Another catch from there. Numbers starting to stack up in this one. Closing in on 100 yards, and we're still in the 1st half. 2 minutes to play. 1st half, all tied at 7. Greg and I return to Denver after this. On 1, ready? Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here we go. Burrow to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
Down inside the 10. He is in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He's got the tight end, Mayer. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this 1st half. Give them 14 on that play. One 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Javon Baker, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. DK Metcalf, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the 2nd half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the 2nd half.
Here.
And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
This one. Now Watkins on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. As we give you a look at the league's leaders in receiving touchdowns, you can see he's 2nd best among NFL running backs at this point in the year. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Here's a designed run. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. That's Greg Newsome in to make the stop. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And they've got it. Going to pick up the first down there. Right around midfield.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Burrow now to throw on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Now, this looks like a design run. And he will take this down, close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations. It'll get you the first down, just not here.
He'll be brought down at the 37, but that is good enough for a first down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
It's easy to make your quarterback look good when you can just get open as easily as he has in this game so far. I mean, he had the big first half, remember, but here in the second half, he just continues to add to these numbers here in the 3rd quarter.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He'll get this right to the 20-yard line. That's Greg Newsome in to make the stop. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the Bengals are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag.
On 2.
Burrow here on 2nd down. And that one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. Inside the 10, it is caught.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the 3rd, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and
that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Right back to him on first down. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw is Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals, but in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. A first down throw for Burrow. That's complete. Jermaine Burton. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On first down, Burrow. This one complete right side. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Here we go. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. A pickup of 12 yards. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong. And he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
To the right side here, pass is caught.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Still second down.
Back to the ground after the penalty. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with first and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's into traffic, but taken in. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. On second down, it's Nix. Finding his tight end, Mayer. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. Now he'll run. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain. as we get set for 1st and 10. Downfield, that's Johnston. He's got it. And he will score. Game on. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, Broncos. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Johnston motioning over. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow set to take over again. As we check the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he is right up there among the best in the NFL. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Burrow. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Gain of 12. 1st down, Bengals.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. They'll stick with him again. Not much there. Maybe a yard. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Up the middle they go. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.